we are going to start. So, welcome everyone for attending our third session. So, what we are for those new here, for those who attended the training for the first time, this is an e-commerce training series, and this is the third session that we have done this. So the first session was about the basics of MMIO e-commerce. We have discussed how to create an e-commerce store, create the product categories. I have explained that the parts, what they need to concentrate on when creating an e-commerce store. Yeah, for the second session, we have we have dived deeper about the features that can really increase your average sales value per customer. So what we have discussed was creating tiered pricing, creating using the checkout rules. Um, so we had a lot of discussion from the last session. I think it went from 1 hour to 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. It was a 2 hour discussion because we had a lot of discussion, but it was recorded and we are going to publish it by next week. So for this session, we are going to dive even deeper from the previous, because previously we were not able to discuss about upselling, creating e-commerce funnels, and about creating custom pages. We were not able to discuss that, so we are going to discuss that today. So yeah, um, who are the who among you here have attended the previous session? So can you raise your hand up if you were able to attend the previous session? Oh yeah. So glad we have Panagiotis. Panagiotis? How do I how do we pronounce your name? Panagiotis? Yeah, so glad for you to be back here. So hopefully you still retained what we have discussed from the previous. So another one. So yeah, I think this is just one. Maybe other participants will come in later. So we are going to have a little recap before we actually dive into our last session for the e-commerce training series. All right, so let me go for my dashboard first. Okay, guys, are you seeing now the dashboard, MMIO dashboard? Are you seeing the MMI dashboard now? Can you respond or can you confirm?
Yeah, we can see. We can see. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming. Um, okay, so previously we were able to discuss how to create a store by going to the e-commerce section, um, creating if you create a store, what you need to look out for was the store alias, because if you don't have a custom domain yet, this will be your temporary domain. Um, and then the target shipping locations, what it was for, it is to restrict your shipping location. So if you only want to send your products within your country, then you need to restrict your shipping location. Example here, um, my shop or my store, my online store, I want to deliver me products restricted only in the Philippines. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna set my continent to Asia, and then the target shipping location to Philippines. So if I do this, um, my ecom store is now restricted to deliver only in the Philippines. So that's the target. What the purpose of target shipping location settings. So if you want to target all people in the world, then you can just remove all the restrictions here. So example, you only want to target or you only want to deliver within your state. Example, in California. So let's say North America, United States, and then California. Okay, so if you do this setting, North America, United States, California, then you won't, or your customer won't be able to order and deliver it to set their shipping their shipping address to another state besides California because it is restricted on this specific state. If you want to add multiple states here, you can do so. Just add multiple states here. So you can now you have now restricted your e-commerce store to California, Alabama, and Arkansas only. So yeah, that's what the target shipping location does. And yeah, store logo, store favicon, we have already discussed that. For the FB Messenger marketing, just choose your page, add your Facebook pixel, conversion API access token, and then your SEO settings. Just add your SEO settings for better SEO discoverability in Google, in Bing. And then we have already discussed how to set the store currency and what payment methods are available. You need to set your payment methods here. Either you are going to accept cash on delivery, manual payment, PayPal, Stripe. For the Philippines, we have a local integration PayMongo. For Malaysia, we have GCash. And for India, we have Razorpay. And we are going to add more payment gateway here per request of the users. So if you have a payment gateway suggestion, just go to roadmap.marketingmaster.io and suggest what integration we are going to add next time. Um, let me just excuse me. I'm just going to mute other participants. So please mute your mic. If you have question, then please you are free to unmute it and then ask me a question. I will be glad to answer it. But for the meantime, as we are discussing, please mute your respective microphones. Okay. So we have another question here. Can we change the restrictions later on? Of course, you can change your restrictions anytime you want. Okay, just edit your store, set another whatever restrictions you want, shipping location restrictions you want, and then it will be available as you save the changes. Okay, so as we save that, the changes that we made will be available. Okay, we have already discussed from the previous session about products, how you can import and export products, what are the type of products. We have variable products, we have simple products, we have downloadable products, and we have variable downloadable products. We have already discussed that from the previous session. We have already discussed the categories. So we have already discuss how you can create one. And for the shipping, we have already discussed how to set a shipping. So the purpose of shipping is so that you can charge a specific shipping fee per location. Okay, so a shipping fee can be attached to a product so that you can, example, that product is heavier than others. So you can charge an extra shipping fee for the weight, based on the weight of the product, by adding more shipping fee for that specific product. So yeah, that's what the shipping fee does. We've also discussed the coupons, what it is good for, the types of coupons, the percent, fixed product, fixed cart, percent on product. So we have already discussed that, and how we can better utilize coupons to run our deals. Example, how to incentivize our users to continue their cart if ever they abandoned their purchase, they were not able to complete their purchase. So we can incentivize them to continue where they have left, by adding or by creating a coupon and giving it to them. So another discussion we had last time was the checkout settings. We have already discussed this. So for the checkout settings, it's best used, or one of the use cases of checkout settings is to create a checkout rule for tiered pricings. Example, if the customer buys 1 to 5 products, you will give 10% discount. But if the customer buys 5 to 15 products, it will be the discount will be higher. They can receive 10% discount. But and if they buy 10 products to 20 products of that specific offer, then they can get 20% discount. So there's a very urgent question here. Is it being recorded? Of course, we have recorded this. We are going to publish this on the maybe next week after we edited the video. So yeah, it is being recorded. So let's continue with our discussion. So rule name, what we need to do to create a tiered shipping example is just go to example, tiered pricing for a specific product. Just get the conditions, product, and what specific product, and how many products is this. Example is equal or more than 5, and we are going to add more condition and just set it to all conditions are met, and then set the same product. Test variant 3, the operator is lesser than or equal to 10. So if you have this condition, um, people who buys this specific product or test new variation product 3, if they buy between they bought 5 to 10 quantity of that specific product, then we are going to give them an action. So what is that action? We are going to give them, we are going to subtract 10%, meaning we are going to give them 10% discount. So that's what it means. All right. So that's the one of the use cases of checkout rule. Another use case of checkout rule is convenience fee. If you are going to add a convenience fee whenever whenever the purchase amount is reached, example, for every purchase more than $200, then you are going to add a convenience fee or whatever promo or whatever, a specific fee, or you are going to add a discount. So it gets automatically applied. The rule gets automatically applied uh, if the conditions are met. Okay, the settings that we have set on the checkout rule configurations, if the conditions are met, the actions gets automatically applied. But with but if you compare it with coupons, for the coupons, the coupon code will only be applied if the customer enters that coupon code during checkout. But the checkout settings, it gets automatically applied whenever a condition is met. All right. So we have also discussed the shop notifications, what it is used for. So it is used for sending notification for every new order. So who gets to receive this notification? Well, we have two receivers, the admin. We have two types of notification, which represents two receivers. The first receiver is the customer. They will receive the notification of their order or the order confirmation via email, messenger, and SMS. We also have a shop admin notification where the store owner or the store owner will be notified whenever a new order is made on their store. So it's not only restricted to a new order. You can even add more event types here. Just add a new notifications. We have a lot of event types here. So these are the event types that can be added. Rejected event types. Whenever an order is rejected, if you reject an order, um, you can send a notification to your customer that, hey, your order has been rejected because of these reasons, blah, blah, blah. So another is for processing. So whenever an order the status of an order becomes processing, meaning the order has been paid already, then you can send a order notification. So you can compose what type of message you are going to send to your customer per notification by editing the message type here. So we also have a delivered or completed or canceled event types. Previously, the most notable here is the abandoned event type. So the abandoned event type gets triggered whenever the customer did not push through with the order. So example, they went to your e-commerce store and they added to cart a certain product, and then they are already on the checkout page. They have added their name, they have added their email, phone number on the checkout field, but unfortunately, they were not able to complete the order, maybe because life got in the way, or maybe their wife called them, hey John, stop what you're doing, help me out here with the dishes. So that's why John was not able to complete the purchase. So there are a lot of reasons why a customer who is about to buy something from your store was not able to complete the purchase. So that's why we are going to send them an abandoned campaign or abandoned recovery campaign via email, SMS, just to check out with them that, hey, John, we think you forgot something. So maybe you have already experienced this when you are shopping in Amazon and you were not able to complete your purchase. Suddenly you receive an email, hey, John, you forgot something. And then if you click that link, it takes you back to the checkout page where you left off, so that you wouldn't have to add to cart that same product again. You wouldn't have to enter again those fields that you have previously set up already. Example, you don't have to enter your name again, the phone number, the email, because it will be automatically pre-filled, so that the customer will just be taken back to where they left, and then they can just continue. So that's the whole purpose of setting an event type notification or shop notification for abandoned event time. So one of the best use case for this feature is to create an abandoned recovery campaigns. So you can choose to send a single SMS, single email, or a single messenger. But for abandoned notification campaigns, it is best for you to send a sequence of messages here. Example, sequence of messenger messages. Okay, send a sequence of messages in Messenger, or you can send a sequence of emails. Email one after 3 hours, email number two after 8 hours, email reminder number three. So you can add multiple emails here to remind them about their purchase. And the more you send messages within 24 hours after they abandoned their order, you are most likely going to recover that supposedly lost sale. So yeah, we have already discussed that. What we were not able to discuss last time was the shop designer feature, the funnels, and the shop pages. So that's why we are going to concentrate on this three features today. And the great thing about here is these three features are really connected. They are interconnected. Okay, they use the same interface. Okay, so um, the let's go first to the shop designer pages. Okay, so what does the shop designer pages accomplish, or what is this feature for? Let me just go back to our e-commerce store. I will activate, let me activate an e-commerce store here. Okay, how about this? I'm going to activate this. Okay, so by the way, you can add a lot of e-commerce store here. If you want to edit something, you are just going to activate it here. Okay, so once we have activated that, uh, we can go back to shop designer. By the way, you can activate it anywhere in the page. Um, you can activate a shop here whenever you want. So yeah, so in this example, I want to edit. So the shop designer feature is basically used to design your front page, your e-commerce store front page. So example, I want to use this type of header. So if I do that, as you can see, the header automatically gets changed. All right, so that's the preview of what it looks like if we change the header into that certain type of header. Example, if we remove transparency, then it will become that that type. No, right? So example, if we change the color mode to light mode from dark mode, then it gets changed like this. So you will see the changes in real time here, uh, so that you can assess which type of design you want for your store. So you can preview in tablet, you can also preview in mobile, so that you can get a better feel of what your e-commerce store would look like across all devices, across all common devices. So example, I want to add, or I want to change the homepage, and I have other home pages here that I have created. So if I want to change a homepage, I'm just going to select what shop body I'm going to use for this specific store, the Blue Wow store. So example, I'm going to use this. If I use that, it will automatically get changed, right? It really depends what type of um, page you are going to use for your homepage. Yeah. So I'm gonna teach you later on how you can create a homepage, or how you can design a page. And also, I'm gonna teach you how you can best utilize our existing templates. So let's get it back to tech and gadget, because that is uh, the page that we used previously. Anyway, before that, other setting that you can set on the shop designer feature is the shop menu settings. So here you can add pages to your menu. You can remove and add pages with a simple drag and drop. So example, I want to remove uh, my shop page here. So in this case, only the home page remains. So if I visit my e-commerce store here, we should see that the page, or the, yeah, if we go to the menu, it's only one here, home. The home link, that's the only link that remained, because we have removed all pages here. But if I want to add pages, what I'm going to do is just drag and drop the pages from pages to your header menu. So categories, cart, I'm gonna add it here. And then I am going to add home, shop, cart. So by the way, the pages here, you can create your custom page. Example, I created a terms of service custom page. You can add it here on your menu. So it's really that easy. So after doing that, all you have to do is just refresh your e-commerce store, and the changes gets automatically applied. Just like that, your menu has been updated. So no need to click save for the when you're setting your shop menu setting. So let's go to the shop pages, by the way. No, let me show you first from shop designer. From shop designer, the going to the page editing section. So you can also um, edit your page here. So once you have selected your effective front page, um, you can click edit page, so that you are going to be redirected here. Okay, let me just refresh my screen. Okay. Okay, let's just wait until the screen refreshes. So by the way, guys, who among you here have already created their e-commerce store? Have you already created your e-commerce store? Has anyone started yet using MMIO? Nobody started using it yet. So you are all lifetime deal owners here. So hopefully you could start creating a store, playing around with Marketing Master IO. You have a lot of stuff that you can do that can really add value for your business. And yeah, so let's get to it. Let's go back to Shop Designer. And once here, um, let's just wait for it to be loaded first. E-commerce Shop Designer, activate your e-commerce store. My internet is not working really well. So let me go back here. Let me check if the e-commerce store has already been loaded. All right. So it's now loaded. So let me select the e-commerce store that we previously discussed, the Blue Wow. So as I was discussing, you can edit your page here. Click edit page. and you will be redirected to the editing page section. So once here, you can change the style, the button, the color of the button. Basically, you can create a whole landing page using this. And if you save, that changed will automatically get applied. As example, new arrivals every day. If I edit this, let's say I'm going to add double exclamation mark here. So I have added double exclamation mark. And if I save this and then refresh our e-commerce store homepage, let me go back to the homepage first and then refresh. As you can see, it gets automatically applied. Uh, that's how easy it is to edit your e-commerce store front page. And that's the purpose of the page builder editor. So um, it's really simple. It's really simple to use the shop designer. So just remember, whenever you created a page or um, whenever you created your custom page and you want that specific custom page to be applied as the front page of your e-commerce store, all you have to do is just go to the shop designer feature. All right. So the shop designer feature is your go-to whenever you want something changed or you want to change the style of your e-commerce store, particularly the front page. So that's the purpose of the shop designer. So let's go back to the shop pages. I'm going to show you, or I'm going to teach you how you can create an e-commerce store homepage, or how you can design your e-commerce store landing page. By the way, guys, we have a theme templates here that you can use. What you can do if you are using a template is um, you can replace the images here, or you can copy the pattern that is shown on the template so that you can create, or you can easily build your own. You can basically just get the idea here and then build it as your own. Or what you can do is just replace the background images, the text, the colors, and design it according to your brand. Okay. So yeah, but for this lesson, I'm going to show you what if we are going to start from scratch. How are we best going to create a landing page here? So to create your e-commerce store landing page, you need to create a new page. So go to e-commerce and then go to shop pages, and once you are here, click add new page. At first, you are going to be faced with this. This is a basic blank store. All right, I mean a basic blank row. So the way the designer is built is it is divided into three parts. So let me just get paint here so that you can better understand the structure of the e-commerce store. So guys, are you seeing now the blank whiteboard or the Microsoft Paint? I opened the Microsoft Paint here. Are you seeing it now? Can you confirm if what you're
Yes, we
seeing
can
is
see it. We can see
okay?
it. Yeah.
Thank you for confirming. So the way it is designed is you need to think of it in a structural way. It is a structure. So to structure your page, you need to know what the building blocks are. So the first building block is what we call the row. So this is the row. And inside the row, you should place a column. So row is the overall, or the placeholder, or the building block. The row controls the width and the basically this is what the row element controls. The height, the row controls the height, and also the row can control the width. But basically, I just use row to control the height. So um, for just for simplicity, I want you to remember that whenever you want to create a if ever you want to adjust the height, just go for row settings, adjust the row settings. So yeah, I'm just gonna remove this for simplicity. Although the row can be, although you can set the width using the row element, I want you to concentrate on the height. So row in my case, I basically really use row to control the height. So inside the row, there is what we call the columns. You are going to place columns inside the row and not the other way around. But there are cases when you want that. But before you are going to go to advanced applications, first let's understand that um, the column should be placed inside the row. So go here, column, also here, column. Okay, and now inside the column, we are going to add the content. Okay, so this is the structure. Okay, content is placed inside the column and the column will be placed inside the row. So yeah, just bear that in mind and keep the structure and follow the structure as much as possible. So later on when I teach you how to build the page, um, remember how this is structured. Wait guys, I just need to get something sorted out. Can we take a simple 5 minute take a 5 minute break? Can we take a 5 minute
Yeah,
break?
let's go. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Thanks.
I just need to get something sorted out. We will be back. Just go ahead, go restroom or drink water or whatever. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you. Hello, hello guys.
Yeah, we can hear
Sorry,
you. You didn't pause the recording. I was trying to tell you before you got off.
sorry.
You didn't pause it.
Oh, really? Sorry about that. Okay. Let's just add those people who are on the waiting room. Okay, hi, Mr. Thong. So we have here Mr. Thong. So he is our MMIO representative in Malaysia. How are you? So let's get it back. Let's get back to where we left off. So again, as I was saying, this is the structure whenever you create a custom page. So we have a row, a column, and the content. So the row is the overall wrapper. It acts as a wrapper. It wraps everything up. And then we have a column. So column is inside the row, and the content is inside the column. So what the column does is it will populate the row horizontally. All right. Um, this is how it was designed. And the content can populate the column vertically. All right. So this is what I mean by that. So, sorry. Yeah. So the content can populate the column vertically, and the column can populate the row horizontally, just like that. All right. So I'm going to show you now how it does, how it works. So let me remove first the starting row. Okay. So let's first add a row. So we have a row blocks here, one column row or two equal columns, two column to the big left, then two columns with big right, three equal columns, and so on and so forth. Let me just add a, by the way, I want to recreate just the simple one. I think I want to recreate the coffee. I want to recreate the coffee for you guys. Resto Cafe, Resto Cafe dot marketingmaster dot io dot net. Let's add HTTPS here. HTTPS. All right. Let me sure that I am sharing the correct screen. Okay, so I'm sharing the correct screen here. So I'm going to recreate this. So how did I create the Resto Cafe or this landing page? So it's really easy. First is let's create a column here, and then so we now have two elements, one row, and inside that row we have the column. So as you can see, whenever we highlight something, whenever we hover our mouse on the page map element, the corresponding element on the preview here on the right side gets highlighted. So here's how you can delete an element. You can just click the delete button here and it gets deleted. That's how you delete it. And if you want to duplicate, just hover over your mouse to the element that you want to duplicate. Example, if you duplicate the row, all the contents inside that the row gets duplicated as well. Oops, duplicate. Just like that. Um, I'm sorry, I duplicated the column instead. Okay. For the row, if we want to duplicate, yeah, so the row gets duplicated along with the content. You can also duplicate the row using the duplicate button here. So if I delete it here, I can click duplicate and it gets duplicated here. Just like that. It gets duplicated. So that's how you duplicate. And if you want to edit something, if you want to edit this, the settings of this specific row, just click the edit icon here, and it will get edited. It will the edit section will appear. You can also click it in here so that the edit section appears. And then for the edit section of the row, you can see what you are currently editing here. So currently we are editing the row configuration here. So we can edit the children arrangement per device, row height, row width, max width, max height, the divider, row divider, the margin padding, and the background. So we can use background color or we can use background image, background URL. So those are the settings that we are going to use in creating this. Okay. So I'm not going to really recreate all of this. I'm going to use other images as well so that you can find images or you can find out how I added the images here. So let's edit the row here. Okay, for the row, I want the height to be equal to the screen height. So if you know a little bit of CSS, you can just add 100 viewport height here, VH. So I'm going to show it on the screen or just check out your chat. You can copy this code snippet. You can copy this code snippet. By the way, guys, can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me? Hello? Is my voice clear? Hello, guys?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can
you're
hear you
good.
very
We
clearly.
can hear. You're
Okay,
good. You're
thank you,
good.
thank you. So, so this is the snippet code. Yeah, 100 VH important. Okay, so this code, we are going to use this so that the screen or the row uh, expands to the height of the screen, current screen. Example, if the device is on mobile, it will take up all the screen height of your mobile device. If your device is in laptop, it will take up the whole screen width. So I'm going to use the min height here, minimum height to 100 VH or viewport height. That's the meaning of VH, by the way. So VH is equal to viewport height, viewport height. So if you are unsure how you can do this, we have what we call a pre-built blocks. You can just use our pre-built blocks here. Yeah. So the pre-built blocks, oops, there's something wrong with the images here. I think I need to check what is wrong with the image, but it will work. Example, if you select the this type of block, it will get regenerated here. So all you have to do is just edit the background, the shop page. So that's how it works. So let's move on. So we have already edited the row here, viewport height. And what we can do is we can add the background image. So usually the images are the images that I use here are added on the row level. So the row level, the background image that is set on the row level gets applied to the whole row. So this is the whole section. This is the whole row. So if I add an image here, so by the way, it's really easy to add an image. You can search for free images here. Example, I'm gonna search for coffee here. Search for coffee, and yeah, that's how it works. All the images here will appear, and all you have to do is just choose what you want to add as your background image. You can load for more here until you're satisfied with a specific background. So I think I want this could work, this image, or maybe I can use another image here. Yeah, I think this could work. This type of background will work. And then we have already a background image. So we have a row, we have a column. What we don't have is a content. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a content here. I'm gonna click this, and I am going to add a text element. So the text element gets transported here at the top. So I want the text element to be in the center. So to do that, I will edit the column. So just edit the column here, the column, and then we are going to the content alignment of the column. We are going to set it to middle. All right. So as you can see, it is now on the middle, and I am going to edit this. Um, Start a day with coffee. Start a day with coffee. So I'm gonna use this. So this is our text currently. So you can edit the color and the font of the text here. All right. So example, start a day with coffee. So this is our current design. I want to change this to another font. So you can basically add whatever font you want as long as that font is is a Google font. All right. So go to Google Fonts. You can search for any Google font that you want. For example, search for Google font here. So let's find a good font for this. Okay, just let's wait for the Google Fonts to load. Oops, something went wrong. I'm just gonna reload Google Fonts. Let's say I'm gonna search for a font here, Passion One. I think that's a good. This is a good font. We can use this. Okay, so once you have selected a font, what you can do is just copy the name. Example, you want this font to be to be to be used for your headline. Okay, you can copy the font name, go back to MMIO, highlight where you want to add the font, and then go to font family, and then enter the font name here. So just paste the font name, and the font will automatically will be applied. So just enter the font name, and or if you want, we have a choices of fonts here which you can select from. And if the font that you want isn't available on the choice, you can just copy the name like what we did here, copy the name and paste it on the field, and then that font will be automatically applied, just like this one. So I want to add a button here. So to add a button, just click add content here and then add a button. So that's how you add a button. So as you can see, the button right here is not centered. So I want to make this button at the center. I want to make this button center aligned. So I'm going to edit this button. I'm going to edit that button, and we have a configuration here. Um, the content alignment. Okay, so content alignment. This is content alignment on the horizontal aspect. So I'm gonna set it to center, and now the button is centered. So I'm gonna change the. How about the instead of click me, I'm gonna say shop now, and then I'm gonna set it to bold. And then let's change the font size to 28, or just, yeah, 28 is good enough. And then, yeah, that's pretty good. That's looking really well. What I need to do now is change the color of the button. So I'm just gonna edit here the button, and then wave button, preset button color here. By the way, I'm gonna add more choices for the button colors here, where you can customize the color of the button. But for now, since that feature is not yet released, we have choices here. I'm gonna set the button color to be white, button type field, button size large. Oops, the button, the font color, we need to set the font color to be, I think this is a good font color. So just select your font, and then just highlight what font color that you want in here. So I think I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, it's now looks better. For this one, we can add a a font background here. Okay, let's add a font background for this as well. And then it we can set the font background um, um, intensity, color intensity. Yeah, that's pretty well, pretty good looking, better than it was before. So maybe I can use a better font or a better typography here. But yeah, just to make our time shorter, I won't spend too much time, meticulously designing this. I'm just going to show you how it is done and what settings are there, how you can play the settings that is available. So yeah, just go ahead and play around with the settings in here. So by the way, I want for the shop now button here, I want people to be redirected to the shop page whenever they click the shop now button. So I need to use the redirect setting here. So for the redirect setting, I'm gonna choose shop. Okay, I can also add a custom URL if I want to redirect our customers to a third-party website. Example, you have a third-party website where if the customer clicks that button, they will be redirected in there. Then you can enable the custom URL. But if you want the customer to be redirected only within your e-commerce store, then just disable this, and then you can select the pages in here. So these are all internal pages and available pages where you can redirect your customers to. So I want the customer to be redirected to my shop page. So that's why I'm gonna set it to shop. Okay, now let's go to the second setting. So the second setting here is this one. The second setting is actually involves two columns. Each column has a different background. So yeah, let's do that. How do we add that? So let's first add a row. Okay, let's first add a row, and we have two equal columns for the row. Okay, so we now have row with two equal columns. We need to edit this row. Okay, so for the row, I'm just going to remove this. Okay. For the row settings, um, let's first make sure that since we have two columns, we need to display two columns in desktop. So we have here a configuration, children per device configuration. So we want our page to be mobile optimized or mobile friendly. Or we want it to be flexible. All right. So what we want to do is Whenever the user access the our website using tablet or laptop, I want the column to be displayed side by side. But whenever the customer um, visits our page using mobile, I want my column to be vertically aligned. So how do I do that? You can do that by setting the desktop settings. So how many columns to display when on desktop? So I'm gonna add two. So since we have two columns here on the second row, I want to display two columns on the desktop and two columns also on the tablet. But on mobile, I want to display only one column so that the column gets vertically aligned. So I'm gonna leave it as one. So by the way, I am referring to this setting. All right. So tablet is two, desktop is two. All right. And then for the row height, I want the row height to be um oops, let's get back here. Where's the cafe? I want the row height to be, I think this is 30% or 50% of the viewport height. Yeah. So 50% of the viewport height. So I'm gonna edit a row. So what this row does is it occupies 50% of the screen. All right, it will occupy 50% of the screen. So if you set 100 viewport height, it will occupy 100% of the screen. But this row, I want it to occupy only 50% of the screen. So I'm gonna set row min height, and then 50 viewport height important. Okay. And then I'm gonna add the background for each of the row. So since on this setting we have two different background per column, so the background image should be set not on the row, instead set it in the column, and the column settings. So what we need to do first is I will remove all the margins here because there is a default margin and padding here. I want to remove it so that it's uh, it will not it will not have white spaces. It will fit without the white spaces. That's why we are going to remove the margin, the default margin, and the default column here. Okay, so default margin and default padding has been removed for both of the columns. What we need to do is add a background image for each of the column. So let me edit this column and then search for another image here. So let's search for coffee. Let's search for coffee. And then we are going to find two similar images. Yeah, I think this image fits well. Yeah, I think that's good. And what we need to do is another image here. For the second settings, we are going to edit the second row, second column. So let's search for another image here that that we think would fit best. So it's really up to your design, design aptitude, how you are going to design this. Yeah, I admit it requires a little bit of skill. You have an eye. If you have an eye for design, you need to spot what images is good for this. Example, this one. Okay, so this is a pretty good image. So it fits well. So what we need to do next is add our styles. So as you can see on the first image, it is lighter than the second image. So the text here on the first image should be darker, and the text on the other side should be lighter. But there is a workaround. We could just use what we call background highlighters. So let me add a content here. So for the content, it is by default it is aligned at the top. So let me align the content. I will align the content center in the middle. Okay, so it is now aligned in the middle, and then let's add espresso cafe here. Okay, and then we are going to add a button, and then we are going to center align the bottom. Shop now, bold. center align, center align. Okay, center align. Okay, so it is now center aligned. And then change the color to white. And after that, change the color to the style to line. Okay, that's good. So it is now a line type button. Color is white. And then I think it's better if we add a little highlighter here or a text highlighter. So add a background color black and then make the opacity or the transparency of all background to be a little to be in the middle. So yeah, I think that's better. And then I think the size of the font needs to be bigger. So let's use 26 pixels. Yeah, I think that's better. For this one as well, I think we can just duplicate the button. Just duplicate the button and place it in here. And then for the espresso cafe, I want to duplicate this as well and place it at the top. Okay, now since I want the content to be in the middle, so I'm gonna edit the content and then from top set it to middle. All right. Now that looks better. I just need to change the text to collection new instead of espresso cafe. Collection. Oops. Collection new. All right. Collection new shop now. So yeah, that's how to edit. How to quickly edit. And for this one, this is just a simple content. All right. So for the third row, this is a simple content, a simple, just add a row here. And the row type is one column. And then I'm going to add a content. The content would be product carousel. So I'm going to use a product carousel in here. And then I'm going to edit what products are displayed on our carousel. So I'm going to edit this. And then I'm going to set, instead of category, I'm going to set up to products and then select what products we are going to add in here. By the way, guys, if you are asking why is it that the products are different, it's because our current active store is Blue Wow. Yeah, I think that is our current active store. So that's why the current active products or the available products on the choices are the products of our current active store, which is a tech and gadget store. So let's just assume that this is the case. Um, yeah. So let's just assume that these are coffee products. What you can do is, yeah, we can change the current active store to the coffee products, but yeah, just for the purpose of really is just for you to get the hang of it or just to know what to click, what the purpose of each settings are. So I guess I'm just gonna continue. Let's just assume that these are coffee products. Okay, so that's how you add the content here. And as you can see, we have a background. The background color is black. This is to to better blend with the previous theme, which is darker theme. What we can do is we are going to edit the row. We want the color to be black or to be darker, the background color. So go to background color, change it to be to something dark, and it's better. Now it's darker now. Compared before, it was white. And then we are going to add this, the wave divider. So how are we going to add the wave divider? Actually, what we need to do first is to we need to add the column or the this. So as you can see, we have the first product. This is the first product array, or I mean, first product carousel on the first row. For this row, for the product carousel of this row, the background is dark. For this we have another product carousel and the background is light. So what we can do to make this faster is what we can do is we can just duplicate the row here. Okay, so it is now duplicated. We have two product carousels. And what we need to do is just change the background of the second product carousel to the lighter one. So I'm just gonna change the background here to something light. Okay, and then after changing it to something light, uh, we need to add this the wavy function or the wavy design. So the way to add that is this is a row divider. So on the top divider, we are going to add wave 2. Okay, and the color for wave 2 should be this darker color. Okay, to it flows really well with the previous color, which is also dark. And then lastly, what we need to do is add a little margin at the top. Let's say 50 pixels. Oh, sorry, it's not margin. It's padding. Yeah, it's padding. So 50, maybe more. Let's say 60 or 75. 75 padding. Yeah. So it gets shown really well. And after that, we need a bottom divider. For the bottom divider, let's use wave 2 as well. And then the color of the wave, let's make it black. And after that, let's add 75 padding as well here, just to make the wavy yeah, the wave just to show the wave divider. So you can also change the orientation of the wave divider here. So we can invert the orientation. Yeah, as you can see, this is the inverted here and then inverted there. So that's how it works. We have a lot of choices here, but for now, this is what we are going to use. So yeah, I think we can just save it. We are not really going to spend a lot more time here because this is just this is what you need. This is basically it. Very basic. Let's say basic page for coffee. We can have a little preview what it looks like here. So go to preview. After going to preview, let's select laptop here. So actually in mobile, it is already shown well. Okay, it looks well for the laptop. So this is the view. Yeah. So I think we need to work on the background color here. It is not the same, or is that it does not fit well. It needs to be the same. So we can change the background color here as well. So what I usually do is we have a color screenshot here or color picker. I'm just gonna pick the color here. Actually, you can install it on your Google Chrome. It is a browser extension. Just search on your Google Chrome extension. Search for color picker. So this is what I use. By the way, guys, I'm using multiple browsers, and for this example, I was using Microsoft Edge, and I added a Microsoft Edge browser extension called Color Picker, so that I can just pick whatever color on the screen, and I will get the value of that specific color. So this is the value of the color. This is the hex value that I'm gonna select and copy, and then I'm gonna use that for my for the color of my wave. So go to your tab wave 2, and this is the color of your wave. Yeah, for the bottom wave 2, and then set the color of your wave to be this. Yeah, and then save, and then yeah, just like that, you now have a page.
Colin, I got a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say I want to use one of your templates.
Yeah.
How do I use a template? Because you have designed a template with all the curve and all the wave, everything. I just want to change the photographs because you have you know what I mean? I use your template from your coffee. I change it to shoes or something like that, a shoe
Yeah.
shop, how would I do that?
It's really easy. What you need to do is, example, let's say that I am using, let's set an active page here. Let's set first an active page, a generic active page here. So yeah, I'm gonna use this active page, and we have a template here. Go to theme templates, and then let's choose yeah, let's just choose the this page, or the template, the furniture template. I'm gonna use this, and then instead of using it as a furniture page, I'm gonna use it as a shoe page. If
Yeah,
I want to
shoe
sell
page.
shoes.
Yeah.
So the background here, as you can see, is not fit for my need, because this is a background in furniture. So what I can do is I can edit the hero banner here, edit the row. Yeah, edit the row configuration. After editing the row, go down, and then we are going to replace the background image. So just remove the background image and search for shoes. Or if you have your own image that you want to upload in here, just upload the file. It doesn't matter whatever the size of, I mean, what are the dimensions of the image. What matters is the image is not too large. Example, 2000 pixels in width, because if you use such image, it will affect the performance or the loading performance of your page. When your visitor visits your ecom store, it will load very slow because you used a large image. So I suggest that if you are going to upload your own custom image as the background, then you can limit the size of the image to be 1150 pixels max for the width, 1050 pixel for the width.
How about the height?
Height doesn't, well, you are just going to estimate it. It's not really to be, it doesn't need to be exact.
Okay.
The system will auto adjust. Example, for the images here, we have an images, as you can see in the if you can see on the screen, I search for shoes, and a lot of shoe images shows up here, and it has varying, the image are varying in size.
Yes.
In width, in length, it varies. So it really doesn't matter. It will auto adjust. Example, if I use this, look at the background, it automatically changes. If I use this, it changes seamlessly. If I use this, it changes seamlessly as well. If I use that, look. If I use that, it really, height doesn't it's not really all that important. Is as long as you just add a good quality image that fits the narrative of your e-commerce store.
Colin,
So
okay, question. Like,
yep.
you look at this hero page, right? Right now, the size of the picture, the shoe is half gone, right? The bottom one. How do we repair this?
For that one, if you really want to be exact, but I don't suggest that.
I just choose another photo. I know what I mean. Because this is a portrait photo versus a landscape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just choose another photo like the red one by Revoke.
Yeah, you can choose, because this is a landscape photo. You can choose a port. I mean, this is a portrait photo. You can choose a landscape photo, or you can upload a photo with the dimension, or 16 by 9. 16 by 9. It doesn't matter what dimension is it. It needs to fit on your screen. 16:9.
Yeah, it's the TV.
16:9.
Colin, is there anywhere in there right now that where you could crop?
Currently, no.
Okay, all right.
We just use whatever what's in the search result of the images here. But if you want, if you have your own editor, example, you are really familiar with Adobe, or you are familiar with other editor, just edit your image in there and then upload the file here. Upload the image here.
Okay.
Just upload it in here.
Colin, I have a question for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Let's say that we have some products that we need to show multiple pictures or even videos. Is there a settings that we can do within the store, or we have to include some link so the customer can go to our Facebook page for videos or our Instagram for multiple pictures?
Well, our product supports multiple pictures. What we are building now is not the product page. That is not what we're building. What we are building is your storefront page. If you want to
Okay.
optimize your product page, then you are going to do that the time you create the product. So we have, I'm going to show you here a dashboard. An example first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to show you how it is done on the dashboard. You can add multiple images. You can add multiple videos to show what your product is like. Yeah. So let's load another dashboard here so that our work here is not lost. We have two, I'm gonna load two dashboard, okay? So example here, what I'm showing you right now is just the front page of your store. The front page is not about a specific product, but it is, the purpose of the front page is to entice your users to click the shop now button. It's not really that simple. Well, it's really, it's also used to brand your store, to make your store, to make your subscribers or your customers go, wow, this store is really, the brand is looks really well. But behind the scenes, logically or philosophically, the purpose here is to entice your user to click the shop now button. That's really, that's what really the purpose of the here, the your shop page is. So example, we have a product here. Okay, so this product have multiple types, so you can add multiple pictures here. An example, I want, the customer want a light brown product, a light brown. So if they choose the light brown, it will, the product, the picture that is assigned to that specific variation will show. And this is the dark brown, and this is the black one. So as you can see, you can even add descriptions here and also add videos on your description page. So what you can do is when you create a product, go to e-commerce, go to products. Example, we have a variation here. Okay, we have a t-shirt variation here. Okay, this is the product settings. You can add multiple images here on the product gallery. Just add any type of images, any image you want to show here. And also for each of the variation, you can change. For example, for small blue, I'm gonna use blue image, and then for medium red, I'm gonna use the red image. So you can assign each type of variation of your product to a specific image. To add video, it's really easy to add a video here. Just add your Google link here. Example, you have, go to Google, I mean YouTube. Just go to YouTube and search for t-shirt. Or if you already have a promotional video, you can just add it in on YouTube. Let's say t-shirt. Yeah, t-shirt. How about this? I'm gonna copy the link of this video. Yeah, I'm gonna copy the link of that t-shirt video, and on the product, I can paste the link and the video will automatically be embedded. That's how easy it is to add videos,
Okay.
add pictures to represent your product. So when users go to your product page, by the way, this is the product page. It will show, so this is currently, I don't have a description on this example. I only said hello there. So this is the product description. So if you added a more text here, or you can even add an image here. You can even add an image on your description as well. All right. So you can add more images on your description, more videos on your description. You can even add links if you want, but I don't advise adding links because it will distract your customer from actually buying from your store. So yeah, just add images and videos and pictures, images and videos. Yeah, that's how That's how it works for the product page. So this is the product page.
Okay,
What
thank you.
what we were doing is what we call the landing page, or the front page of your e-commerce store. Okay. Yeah. So example here, let me use red. So that's, and then black doesn't suit well here.
White.
So let's use white.
Yeah.
And we need to change the font. The font size at the bottom, it needs to be bigger. So I'm gonna use font size is, I think 40 is a good size for our hero. And for this one, 24 is good. Yeah, it looks better now. So what we need to do here is add another setting, shadow. How about we add the shadow? Yeah, looks better.
Yeah, nice.
Looks nice if we add shadow. So yeah, just do the same thing to all other settings here. Example, for the image here, for the column image, remove the image here. Example, this one. For the outdoor furniture, this one, you can just remove that and search for shoes, another shoes here, and then add that, and then boom, it gets replaced. So yeah, just add your own, replace it, replace the text, replace the color, and then you have your own template. That's how easy it is to edit.
Collins,
Right.
right now, the front page, it cannot run video, right?
The front page, it can run a video.
I mean, like, let's say this hero page with the red color shoes, can it run like a YouTube video? When you go into the hero page, it's actually a video?
What you mean is the background video instead of a background image, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? No,
Yep.
it cannot run a video background, but you can add a video, of course. To add a video, add content, and then add a video, but it will not be added as a background. It will be part of your content.
Okay.
Okay, so for the video, I think the most use case here is, example, let's start from scratch. What people usually do here is, for when designing with the video and the design, is they create, let me delete this first, 2 row, this one, and then on this one we are going to add, no, let's use equal row, 2 columns, and this one we are going to add the video, and this one we are going to add the text and bottom, and then let's make it center, middle, and then let's add our hero here. Hello, uh, I'm Colin. All right, so, and then increase the font size to 40 or 38 or whatever, then Control B, change the font to Passion or whatever you want, and then add a background. Maybe the background is your face. If you have a background where, yeah, I think this is, you get the gist. You get where I'm coming from. So that's how it is basically used.
So in the video, we have to go to content, right? And actually put on the auto run, right?
It doesn't auto run. It's just, yeah, it is just a look how I'm gonna give you a preview of how it looks like on laptop. Maybe what you're referring to is if you want to build a funnel, like ClickFunnels landing page. So it currently,
what I meant that when you go into you log on to the web page, immediately it runs the video on its
no,
own.
it doesn't run on its own. They would have to click, because this is just an embed. We did not put an autoplay for the embed of this video.
Okay.
Before we end, I think it's already 11:29. We are going to first discuss about funnels. Okay, so we also have MMIO e-commerce funnels. Here, let me show you an example of an e-commerce funnel. How it would increase your conversions. Okay, so are you seeing now another page, another e-commerce store? Are you seeing another e-commerce store now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so very good.
Collins, why is the carousel you have height differences between the view options and checkout? You know, it goes up and down.
What do you mean when you go enter or
Like the mountain
loading?
travel, mountain travel, the new
Yeah.
test product, and then the
It,
next one you see it becomes shorter.
it's because of the image that product image dimensions that is used, because this is just a sample or random. I just used random photos for this one. I didn't really design this because this is for testing purposes. So I did not use it for aesthetically. So if you want to make your store aesthetically pleasing, make sure that you are using equal images with equal dimension. Example, only use square images for your product photos, just to make it really look well. And for this one, I did not design it for. Uh, I, I just put whatever picture I have available in there. I did not. Yeah. So the purpose of this is just to show you how a funnel will work, how it works. So let's say that I have a customer who wants to buy this one. They would add to cart that, proceed to checkout. Then they would add the phone number, the email, first name, last name, the address, and whatever that is needed in the checkout page. And then they would continue the payment. They would choose cash on delivery or whatever payment gateway that is available here. And then the customer will finalize the order. And then, yeah, after that, your post-purchase offer will show up. So this is what we call post-purchase offers, or the e-commerce funnels. So wait, Colin, here's an exclusive offer to complement your order. Add this order to get. So basically, the order has already been made, and this is just instead of redirecting your customers to the thank you page. Yeah, because once they completed the checkout page, normally they will be redirected to the thank you page because the transaction has been completed. But it's a waste of opportunity, because by that time when the customer is doing or entering their product, I mean entering they're ordering something from your store, they are on the buying mode. They are in the zone. So if you can offer something that is really what do you call this, an irresistible offer to your customer that complements the previous order, uh, you have a high chance of increasing the order value of your customer. You have a better chance of making your customer order more products from your store. So example, in this one, we are saying that this is an exclusive offer, and this, this this offer is not available anywhere in our store. So this is an exclusive offer. So if the customer says yes, add this to my order, it gets automatically added to the order. But on this setting, I have not really fixed this product page, but I'm going to show you another one where I configured the offer. So let's just say that I don't want this. I don't want this dummy product. And this one, I want to add two pieces of this product. So before you go, hold on, before you go, add this. So let's say I want to add this, and then only then will they be redirected to the thank you page. So instead of buying just one product, because of your e-commerce offer, the customer was able to buy more products from your store by with just creating a simple offer. So even if you do not run ads, you can increase your sales by 30%. That's proven. You can increase your sales by 30% by just implementing an e-commerce funnel or a post-purchase offers. Because with just one click, the order gets automatically added. So what we are using is a true one-click upsell. The user does not have to enter their credit card information again. By the way, this is only available for Stripe and PayPal, the true one-click upsell. All right. The true one-click upsell means is they do not have to enter the credit card information again. All they have to do is click add now or add the product, and then their credit card will automatically gets charged. Okay. They don't have to enter that again because they have already entered that previously on the checkout page. So let me give you another example. This is an actual example that an e-commerce store that we run. Bestels PH. What's that link again? Let me grab the correct link. Okay. E-commerce store. Go to. I think this is the correct. So I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm going to visit that. Oops. Okay. Oops, I copied the wrong link. All right. So this is an actual e-commerce store that we have run, or is it the correct e-commerce store? Nope, this is not the correct e-commerce store. Where is that? Or is it the correct one? Let me view here. Let me check if this is the correct one. This is not the correct e-commerce store. How about this? Okay, so this is not the correct e-commerce store as well. Where is that e-commerce store? Maybe I'm gonna copy this. Okay, so, okay. So this is an example of a product page. We have added a copy here. We have added a video. Um, we also have added reviews for this specific product that we have run. Example, I want to buy something from this e-commerce store. So you can just click view in cart or add to cart, and then let's go to checkout. And then let's purchase something. Okay, so after that, let's add the needed details here. Okay, so the details are already here. Let's continue with the payment. I'm gonna use cash on delivery, and then the first offer comes. So the first offer, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this to my order, and then the second offer comes, and then I'm going to add this to my order as well. And then just like that, all the information are here. We have increased the order value. Instead of the customer just buying one product, we were able to make them buy more products from us because of our post-purchase offers. So this is how we did it. How you can create those upsell offers. Go to e-commerce and then go to funnels. Okay, let me close this first. So this is an example upsell offer that we have created. Okay, so let's just see how we did it. Okay, so this is the funnel trigger. You can set the conditions here. So our condition was whenever there's a customer who buys this specific product and then they bought more than one of that specific product, then they would go to this offer. So if they decline this offer, then we will offer them this downsell. All right. And if they accepted this downsell, if they accept the offer, we will show them another offer, which is this one. which is the same offer that we are going to show had they accepted the previous offer. And if ever they rejected the second offer, we will show them the third offer or the downsell number 2. And if ever they accept or reject this last downsell or last offer, they will be redirected to the thank you page. So it's really it's really a flow. You're basically building your post-purchase offers flow. So how do we configure it? So configuring an e-commerce upsell is just the same as editing your page. So example, this one. Let me edit this. So if you click edit, if you click that, you will be redirected to your product to this page. So this is where you configure your offer. You edit the name, you edit the product. For example, this one, what product are being used. So we are going to configure our product here. So this is the configuration to the product. We set what product are we are going to offer, how many products we are going to offer, and what is the offer price or the value of the product. So we can set a percentage from the original price, fixed price, percentage of the sales price. So that is basically we are going to compose our offer, what we are going to offer to that customer for them uh, to make our offer really irresistible. So our product item number 2, product item number 3. So we can remove our product here, and as you can see, it will automatically be transformed into a 2 product offer. So you can also add another offer here. It's really up to you. And then you can even change what product you are going to set as your post-purchase offer. Just select your product here. Or example, this one. You can also use that. And also this one, if you want to use this as your product. So it's really easy to compose your offer. And after that, change the content, add reviews, add whatever you want to make your customer really want the product, okay, to increase the desire of the customer to buy that product. And after that, for the button configuration, we have a template here that you can just you can just edit. Okay, so it is redirected to this custom URL link. So I encourage you to just edit the current template. By the way, this template this is a template, and it will automatically show up. All you have to do is just change the color, change the picture. So let me show you what I mean. Let's go back here. Example, I want to create a new offer. So if I create a new offer here, I'm just going to right click, add an offer, and then example for this downsell, if they accept this downsell offer, we will connect it to our new offer. Okay, so this is now our new offer. We will configure this offer. So click this. So what we're going to do is, are we going to use an existing offer, or we are going to create a new one? In this case, I am going to create a new one. So after that, after creating a new one, we will be redirected to the default offer template, which is this one. So if you do not want to use elements of this template, you can just remove it by deleting the row, deleting the content, editing the content, so adding images. So in this case, we are using a dummy product. You can just you can configure this so that you can add your own product here. Yeah, just configure that, add your own product, and boom, that's it. All you have to do now is save. Let's say this is my very last offer. Hit save, and then after hitting save, you can now go back to your offer after clicking back. All right, so your last offer is now configured, our very last offer. So this is our offer. Okay, so you can just use existing and then choose new. So that's how that's basically how to configure our offer. So after that, you are going to hit save, and then yeah, that's how you can create your offer. By the way, I want to show you how you want to create an offer from scratch. So example, I want to create this offer, create a new upsell. So this is the interface if you want to create an upsell from scratch, basically what you want to do again is configure what is the trigger of this offer. Um, is it the total order amount or the product quantity? What is the trigger? You can basically add conditions here. After adding your conditions, you can configure your first offer, configure your second offer. You can add another offer along here. So add another offer here, or add another downsell here if they rejected your first offer. So, and then configure each offer one by one. Okay. Example, I want to configure this offer, our very first offer. Create new, and then configure our offer. After configuring our offer, after you have configured this, you can go back and then configure another offer, configure this, create new. And then after you configured all your offer, you are going to hit save, and then it will be applied on your store, and it will work the same way as I have showed you. All right. The way it works is whenever a product is purchased and your funnel condition is met, then your e-commerce post-purchase e-commerce funnel will show up whenever the customer is on the checkout page, or about to go to, or about to be redirected to the thank you page. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So do you have any questions so far? Or am I the only one here discussing?
No,
Have I,
we are here. We are all here.
I was afraid I have already lost my audience here. So yeah, do you have any questions so far?
My question is, it will be great if you have a one-click button where all the funnels and everything is installed, and we just make changes.
Basically, the offer is really different per product. The what I have showed you is if you create an offer from scratch, it's already there. The structure is already there. What you're going to do is just, let me show you again. If you create a brand new offer, the template is already there. All you have to do is just change what is being offered. Let me create a new template. New. So as you can see, there is already a structure. See? That's the structure.
Yeah. Understood.
That's already the structure. All you have to do is click the structure, click it, change the settings, and then click save.
Understood.
Example, this structure is not enough for you. You can add more. Right click, add offer. Right click, add offer, and then connect it to whatever offer you want it to be connected with. And yeah, that's basically it. You have an offer. You can
I
arrange
got
it.
one question. How do you remove it?
Right click, remove. Right click, delete. Right click, delete. Right click, delete. That's how you remove it.
Okay.
Right click.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I got it. Yeah.
So it has basically three parts. Your trigger. This is the trigger, the purchase trigger. Your offer. This is your offer, and then the thank you page. Those are the three parts. Your trigger, your offer, and then the thank you page. What you're going to play around with is how many offers are you going to trigger, or are you going to show? It's really up to you. If you want to show 3 offers, just add 3 offers here. 3 offers, and then connect it. Whenever they accept this first offer, I'm going to show this one. If they accept my second offer, I'm going to show my third offer. And if they reject this one, and then I will redirect them to the thank you page. If they reject my first offer, redirect them to the thank you page. But if you do not want them to be redirected to the thank you page, then no, don't worry. I'm just gonna redirect them anyway to the same offer. Whether they reject or accept, they will be redirected to this offer. Yeah, it's really up to you how you can architect this offer, because each business have its own products, have its own way how to architect. Beauty products have its own way. Burgers have its own way. It's really up to the store owners what they want to offer, how they want to display the offer, and yeah, that's how simple it is.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, any follow-up questions?
Yeah. Do you have another class coming soon for us as well for Facebook and
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah. That would be the
The
uh,
ultimate one, yeah.
the second series would be for Facebook and Instagram. The first series was for e-commerce. So I will just send a schedule when we are
Mhm.
going to do another training series for Facebook and Instagram, and then for email. So we are going to do that.
Yeah, cool. I'm good.
Colin, I have a last question for you.
Sure,
Can you
sure,
hear me?
sure.
Is that possible within the same store, right? Or if we have multiple stores, right? To set up basically products with different currencies. Let's say one product will be dollar or US dollar, the other one will be euro, etc.
No. Currently, one store, one currency.
One
Uh,
store, one currency. Okay.
yeah. What you can do is
Okay.
just create multiple stores.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
You can actually create your own store, then after that make it as a template, right?
Currently, the admin can only create a template. But what you can do is duplicate your existing store. You can duplicate it.
That is how.
Duplicate. What you can how you can duplicate an existing store? Go to e-commerce, create an
To
edit
store.
store. There is a
Oh yeah,
duplicate
duplicate.
button
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry.
There is a duplicate button there.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now, if you create a store, it's really easy. If you create a store, click create store, you will be faced with the choice. Are you going to start from scratch, or you are going to use our theme? So if you do not want to start from scratch, if you want to use the theme, then you can use the theme, and then you can continue, and then you can choose whatever theme is available here. And then once you have chosen what theme you want to use, you can preview. Also, you can preview what theme you are going to use. And then if you use that theme, then it will be replicated. All you have to do now is change the logo, change the store name, change the store alias, or redesign the front page. So that would be easier than building all from scratch.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yep.
So any follow-up questions before we end our e-commerce series?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, Colin, I know that this is the Black Friday now, and I know you said you was gonna come out with some other, follow up uh, uh, sessions, even just for the Flow Builder, and I'm talking about some of the new training for the Flow Builder
Yeah.
and the all the aspects of that.
We don't have we currently don't have a date for our second training series, because the first training series is for e-commerce.
Right.
Training series 1, training series 2, training series 3, all about e-commerce. For
Uh-huh.
the another training series will be I will launch another training series for Facebook and Instagram. So I will set another schedule for that. Uh, Currently, I cannot set it by next week. I cannot set it because I will be busy next week. But maybe a week after that, I'm gonna do another training series for more features. Also, I will be adding more videos on the YouTube channel. Previously, I wasn't able to add because we are still changing the interface. So if we add, if we have, if I create all of the videos, then if we change the interface, I'm gonna change all the videos. I'm gonna get them from scratch. But now that we have stabilized the interface, we are going to make changes, but really pretty really little. So I think we can resume creating more YouTube videos, more training, a course maybe. I'm already in contact with the creator who can create courses, articles more about MMIO. So we will now be focusing on content creation. Yeah, yeah, that would be that would be what's coming up.
All right, thank you.
So thank you everyone for attending our last session. This video will be uploaded maybe next week after we edit this. Um, if you have any clarifications or questions, you can create a support ticket or you can message me. Also, if you want to suggest something, don't hesitate to suggest if you think that that feature or that functionality would be really helpful for you and your business. Don't hesitate to suggest. You can suggest in support ticket, create support ticket, suggest some feature, or you can go to roadmap.marketingmaster.io and request a new feature. With that, I will end our lesson. Thank you everyone for attending, and it will be a good night here in the Philippines. Good night, everyone, and good morning for those if it's morning for in your end. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.